All right, we're watching Kaitlyn's freestyle underwater. We're going to watch it one time through at full speed. Good strong legs. Be careful. You can kind of see sometimes a little bit of a pause as you take your breath. Nice body line as far as being long in the water. That looks so good. All right, let's go back just a little bit further here. All right, the first thing that I'm going to tell you is we like how your hands are entering the water. You kind of see that your hands are entering, fingertips down, okay? That's perfect. Again, right there, fingertips are down, fingertips are down. Okay, that's really good. Now, the one thing is here, so you've got your breath, and you can tell, guaranteed you don't have one of your goggles underwater, that you have two goggles above the water. You always want to make sure it's one goggle below the water, one goggle above the water, so you're kind of more looking at sneaker breath. So because of how high you're breathing, look how straight that arm is there, and I'm guessing that arm is almost straight above the water. So you almost got a T going in that freestyle after that breath. You want to make sure you have a lot higher elbow. So your hand goes here, and you want to bend that elbow high so you pull back that water a little bit better. You don't want to have quite such a straight arm underwater recovery, okay? So that's really on the breath, because I think that when you're not breathing, you kind of see you start to bend that elbow a little bit better. Let's see. All right, you can see you've got the bend here. Get it a little bit earlier. Okay, you didn't bend it till right there. As you can see, let me go back a little bit. You see how straight it is, straight, straight, straight. All right, so your arm is still pretty straight right here. And what we want to see is catching the water up here a little bit earlier with that high elbow. Okay, so that'll get you a little bit better pull. All right? Eyes are looking straight down. We'd like to see them maybe a little more at an angle, just a little bit. Again, you can kind of see when your breath is way up here, you kind of see how your feet are crossing a little bit as well. Make sure you keep those legs steady, side by side. And if you get that breathing a little bit more shallow, a little bit lower in the water, I think that'll help that out a lot. Good kick there. All right, so as we go into our turn, right here, you're pretty good with your legs. Your hands are starting to spread out wide. You want to make sure those hands are splashing water towards our face. So they go from palms up to palms down, to bringing their hands close to your body on these turns. And as you see, we're going to go through it slowly. You can see how wide your arms get. All right, so it's more of like a touchdown or a Y. We want those hands up in a streamline as best you can. As we get into our feet on the wall, you kind of see that you've already started to turn before you even hit that wall. You want those feet about shoulder width apart, and your knees are up, and you want to be laying on your back as you come off that wall into a tight streamline. You don't want to be on your belly right away when you push off that wall. So let's work on hitting that wall and coming off a little bit more on the back. Then wait for about a second or two, then you start dolphin kicking. You kind of see you dolphin kick, good dolphin kicks, but you start swimming almost immediately. If we're doing a really good job coming off the wall, this is where we're coming up. So you've taken your first stroke almost a body length and a half or so further away from the wall than we'd like to see. Okay? So let's make sure we work on those turns. Let's get back to your turn. Make sure we work on the turn here where you go down and then you're going to come back up. And as you come back up, it's going to help you get out to those flags like we want to see. Okay? Good streamline. Okay, that was really good. Well done.